Thank you, Mr. Biz. I do take commissions. They're not cheap, but I do take commissions. I try not to do stuff that's been done to death, like Halo suits. I love Halo, but I won't do a Halo suit. Cause I've got too many friends in the industry that do a good job of it. So I'll normally direct them to them. Iron Man suit once again, been done to death. If I ever did an Iron Man suit, it would probably be the Hulkbuster, because that's something that I personally only know of 2 people that have done it, and they are still in the process of building it themselves. But yeah, I definitely do take commissions, and it can be for props, or for full suits. All depends upon what you want, what's your flavor. If you want to see more of my work, if you scroll down my Twitch window, you will see a link to my Facebook page, and then you can see a lot of the arms that I built for clients on there. It's pretty much like 98% client based. I only got a few of my personal costumes up there, but everything else is all customer based, something I've done for other people. Not too bad for a rush job. So next I'm going to take the horns back outside. I want to put one more coat of the red on there, and then let that dry. And once that dries, I'm going to go ahead and hit the whole thing with something called a adhesion promoter, which is a see-through primer. It's awesome. It pretty much shields any of the paint that you already laid down there, but it also allows fresh paint to go on top of that. So when you are doing something that I'm doing, while I'm working with some enamels for some parts of his costume, normally enamels and acrylics do not mix. You can't paint one on top of the other. You get some just horrific results. But with the adhesion promoter, it allows me to do that. So it's a great marriage between enamels and acrylics. Yeah, man, Halloween is my favorite holiday of the year. I definitely love it. I actually, we have something in common. I used to help work at haunted houses. I used to help build the props, the sets. I actually did that when I lived back in California. So I understand exactly what you're going through. But I was just lucky though that the guy that was our boss that ran these things was a pretty chill dude. But it was a lot of fun, a lot of work. A lot of work. I used to drive from my house at 4 a.m. to get out there by 5:30 in the morning, and then we'd work from that point till about 9-10 p.m. for like 3 weeks straight, getting everything built and assembled and put up. Because his haunted houses were mobile. They were held in the parking lots of these huge malls. Alright, but give me a second. I'm gonna go ahead and grab the horns and hit him with one final coat of red. Hey, social. Thank you so much, AC, for the follow, man. Welcome to the clan. You're now proud Dragon Scion. The primer that I'm going to be using to coat all this is called a Adhesion Promoter. It is made by a company called Duplicolor, and you can buy this from any auto parts store. O'Reilly's, AutoZone, they'll definitely have it. And this allows me to go over this with acrylic color. And everybody knows acrylic and enamels normally don't mix. And because I'm using metallic colors and I want a really, really high shine, I'm using some enamels. There are some acrylics that can do that now. Really, really expensive to buy. But yeah, so right now I've got some blue painter's tape on here, which I use to mask off the area so I don't get any, color where I don't want it to be at. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull this off gently. And if you guys are going to be doing anything like this, this is called masking, by the way. If you do anything like this, you want to make sure that you use blue painter's tape. Do not use that yellowish brown, kind of like tan masking tape. Do not use duct tape. The reason being, those two tapes have a high tack to them, which basically means it will rip off the paint up underneath it, and you don't want that to happen. So this blue painter's tape is actually made to work specifically with paints, so it's not removing the layers underneath. And even with this stuff here, like I said, you want to just gently remove it. So it leaves, a clean edge. And I'm going to turn around and once again use the black and do a lot of shading and blending on this. I'm a person that's a stickler for not having just one shade of paint on anything that I make. There's shadows in everything in life. Everything. So when you are doing a piece, like when I did the mask there, the skull mask, it looked cool, being all white. But once I went ahead and I added in that black and shaded it, it looks a hell of a lot more impressive now than it did just being plain white. So I bring that same type of knowledge to anything that I paint. It's never just one simple color. Even if I don't want to use a powerful color as black, I can always go back, with grays for that, if I wanted to, and shade it in with grays. The grays is a bit more subtle and I want a more shock value. If you're doing like a gold color, you can use browns, shades of browns, to give it that type of depth and dimension to it. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and spray this real quick. I know I should be outside, but it's wet out there. I live in Oregon, so rain ain't no joke out here. Plus I got my fans on, so there we go. So while this one here is going to be drying up, I'm going to go ahead and pull a tape off of this one. something else too, you don't want to leave the tape on these things for a long period of time. You know, you definitely want to pull it off as soon as you can, because you don't want the heat from the room that you're in to make the tape bond to your project. Okay, so what have I missed in my chat? Ah, thank you, AC. Ooh, wait, 3 foot stilts, man? Ooh, nice. Yeah, man. There is, well, there's a guy I've been working with over the last year and a half.